world can be a harsh and unforgiving place, and men often find themselves struggling to keep up with the demands of modern society. The pressures of work, relationships, and social expectations can take a toll on their confidence and sense of self-worth. However, certain additions to your life can have a profound effect on your confidence, and this is what we're going to dive into today. By the end of it, you will have the knowledge that can jumpstart your life the right way and genuinely boost your confidence. Not a magic pill, but experience. You will not be confident by the end of this video. Sucks, right? Because that's impossible. Confidence stems from within, but is built from experience. It won't just come to you. It won't knock on your door. You must chase it with vigor, and I'll show you how. Chapter 1. Develop a growth mindset. The way we look, smell, and behave, or even react is not fixed. Our brains are adaptable to change, which means that you are. The person that you are as you watch this video will not be the person watching it in a year. Regardless if that's positive, negative, that is just a fact. That is, unless you stand by being in a fixed mindset. The false notion that you're unchangeable. The belief that you have nothing new to learn that's worth your time. This is something you don't wish to be, and it's entirely possible you are and you don't even notice it. What you must chase continuously, vigorously, is a growth mindset. Lots of fun made-up names, right? But listen, if you truly want to improve yourself and become the best version of yourself, you need to adopt that mindset. This means by recognizing that your abilities and talents are not fixed, but can be developed through hard work and dedication. It means embracing challenges and failures and viewing them as opportunities for growth and learning. You see, the paradox of success is that it cannot happen without failure. In his book, Black Box Thinking, Matthew Syed explains that the most successful people are those who embrace failure and use it as a tool for improvement. They recognize that failure is not a sign of weakness, but it is a necessary step to the road of success. The way the aviation industry prevents catastrophes today is with the knowledge and experiences from previous failures. Success comes at the cost of failure. To develop a growth mindset, you need to embrace this paradox of success. You need to recognize that failure is not something to be feared or avoided, but something to be embraced and learned from. When you face a challenge and fail, don't give up. Instead, reflect on what went wrong and what you can do differently next time. Use the feedback and lessons learned to improve yourself and your approach. The key to adopting a growth mindset is to focus on effort rather than talent. Talent is not enough. You need to be willing to put in the work to improve yourself. When faced with a challenge, don't be intimidated. Lean into it. Put in the effort to overcome it. Seek feedback and constructive criticism and use that to improve yourself. Imagine my friend, who shall remain nameless. He sought me out. He didn't know how to approach women and was feeling depressed. He was 25 years old. And although he did what most people already failed to do, which was try and approach them, he never learned from his rookie errors. I provided him with harsh but very true and very valuable advice. But I could tell he wasn't really listening, and the failure of listening and understanding the mistakes that he made. Well, yep, he inevitably made the same mistakes again and again. And each one struck harder than the last one. And he told me, I don't get it. What's wrong with me? Why does no one want me? This was a major crack in his confidence. He approached women in an aggressive manner. His flirting seemed like verbal assault, and it made them feel uncomfortable. And every once in a while, he would come home with a broken nose and a shoe missing. When you experience failure, it's not only important to understand it, to analyze it, but to approach it with a new perspective. When you learn from errors instead of being crushed by them, your confidence in yourself will rise to levels that you didn't think were possible. It'll lift your spirits so high that you'll start questioning why you didn't do it earlier. But let me be clear, developing a growth mindset is not easy. It requires hard work, dedication, and the willingness to face your fears and embrace discomfort. Because, believe me, it will be uncomfortable. But here's the thing, the rewards are worth it. When you adopt a growth mindset, you'll become more resilient, more adaptable, and more confident. And here's a golden nugget of wisdom. You have things hidden in your genes. Things that you will never know about until you unlock them by having these new experiences. This is something that 99% of people in these situations, possibly including you, don't realize. You'll never run out of ways to surprise yourself and others, but you can't do that by being imprisoned in your comfort zone. Chapter 2. Convenient here. Embrace discomfort. Every day you're trying to find more of what you're capable of. And that's the big question. What are you capable of? Stop doing the things that you do every day. If you run every day, go swim. David Goggins. A very confident man was once the most uncomfortable in the area that he now excels in. That can be applied to every area of your life. See, if you embrace discomfort, it's through pushing yourself out of your comfort zone that you develop resilience and grit, unlocking your full potential. Just like adopting a growth mindset is the key, embracing discomfort is the engine. So, what does that even mean? If you're feeling down because you're alone and wish to have a certain someone in life, you must start with either looking or taking the opportunity when it shows. Real commitment takes courage, especially when it's new. Anything in life that is new will bring you a sense of anxiety and discomfort on some level, obviously different per the person, but still. You can't expect to build a family if you can't talk to a woman who desires you. And yet, you can't improve if you don't try, and try again, and then one more time again. Until it clicks. What do you think happens when you try? You possibly fail, or maybe you do it. Regardless of that, you can't do it if you never push through that comfort. What's that classic, timeless saying, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take? The anxious mind will tell you stories of how wrong it can go. It'll tell you how embarrassing you're gonna be and how humiliating you'll feel after it. But guess what? That's all stories. It's all bullshit. This is the part of your mind that you can learn to turn off, and that's gonna come at the cost of nerves. Being in the moment is rewarding, but terrifying. And the brain likes to make up stories of what could happen. Equally, the brain will tell you how amazing you are when you emerge victorious, and in turn, you'll be rewarded with a more resilient and confident mind. It has to be built like a muscle. So, how do you embrace the discomfort in your life? It's simple in practice, but perhaps not in execution. You push yourself. You set challenging goals, face your fears, and try new things. Step outside of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown. Here are some ways you could get started. Set challenging goals. Don't settle for mediocrity. Set challenging goals for yourself and work hard to achieve them. Whether it's running a marathon, starting your own business, or learning a new language, challenge yourself to be better. Face your fears. We all have them, whether it's public speaking, heights, or failure. Instead of avoiding them, face them head on. Take small steps to confront your fears, and over time, they'll become much less intimidating. Try new things. Don't get stuck in a rut. Try new things. Whether it's a new hobby, a new cuisine, a new travel destination, you'll be surprised about how much you could learn and grow just by doing new stuff. Push yourself physically. Exercise, again, classic, timeless advice. It's not just good for your body to work out. It's also good for your mind. Push yourself physically by trying new workouts. Increase the intensity of your current routine or sign up for a new, challenging physical event. It's scary to face new challenges or situations. It is, but in the end, you're going to become resilient to them, and not just the things that you challenge, but also to the process of challenging things. Humans are adaptable creatures, and what's used to be terrifying to us can quickly become second nature with practice and repetition. So go out there, embrace discomfort, you champion. Challenge yourself, face your fears, and try new things. With discipline, perseverance, and a willingness to push yourself, you can become the best version of you. Remember, the road to success is paved with discomfort and challenges, but it's also the road to personal growth and fulfillment. We started this with some Paulo Coelho, and we'll end it there too. As he once said, the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself. However, you won't suffer in search of your heart's dream. It's the same quote, just worded differently. Later.